हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, इस लेक्चर में हम कुछ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे प्रीएम्बल ऑफ इंडिया के ऊपर। सो बेसिकली इस वीडियो सीरीज़ में हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अलग अलग पार्ट्स को लेकर कुछ सैम्पल क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे जो कि अलग अलग एग्ज़ाम्स में पूछे जा सकते हैं, और उन क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू ही हम कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं जिन्हें रिवाइज करेंगे। तो आज हम इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के सीरीज़ में सबसे पहले कवर कर रहे हैं प्रीएम्बल ऑफ इंडिया को। सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे प्रीएम्बल ऑफ इंडिया से किस प्रकार के सवाल बनाए जा सकते हैं, और उनके थ्रू हम प्रीएम्बल के कुछ जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं उन्हें भी रिवाइज कर लेंगे। तो सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टर्म्स आर एंश्राइंड इन द प्रीएम्बल टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया? सोशलिस्ट, फ्रेटर्निटी, इंटीग्रिटी एंड फेथ। आपको बताना है कि इन दिए गए टर्म्स में से कौन कौन से टर्म्स जो हैं वो प्रीएम्बल में मैंशनड हैं, preamble to the Constitution of India. So you see, socialist, the word socialist has been mentioned there. Our country has been described as socialist, secular, democratic republic. So yes, it is given in the preamble. Fraternity, yes, it is also written in the preamble, fraternity. Integrity, yes, it is also mentioned in the preamble. And faith, liberty of faith, liberty of worship, liberty of belief, thought, expression, all these things are mentioned in the preamble. So the answer will be 1, 2, 3, 4 all. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 is given in option number D. So the correct answer here will be option D. That is, all the terms are mentioned in the preamble to the Constitution of India. So one type of question which can be asked in the exams is this, that you will be given different terms and you will be asked that which of the following terms are there in the preamble. Sometimes you can get confused that whether this term is there or not, but it is always easy to remember the original preamble and keep in mind that which words are there in the preamble, because any question from preamble basically includes this type of question. Only the questions are asked on the terms which are mentioned in the preamble. So please remember all the terms carefully and their meanings also. Now question number 2, which of the following statements are not correct with respect to the Constitution of India? Here you have to find that which statements are not correct. That means incorrect options have to be selected. So the first statement written here is the Constitution, that is, it was enacted by the Constituent Assembly members on 26th of January 1950. So here it is written it was enacted by the Constituent Assembly members, and a date has been given 26th of January 1950. The second statement says all of the provisions enshrined in the Constitution, all of the provisions enshrined in the Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950 only. So here the question basically revolves around a particular date, that is 26th of January 1950. Now 26th of January 1950, this is the date when we celebrate our Republic Day. गणतंत्र दिवस हम मनाते हैं, that is the Republic Day. So now what is the significance of this date 26th January 1950 and which statements are correct here? So you see that actually both the statements are incorrect here. How these statements are incorrect? Let us see. First statement says it was enacted. Okay. So it says it was enacted by the Constituent Assembly members on 26th January 1950. So if you read the preamble, it is written there that we the people of India adopt and enact this constitution on 26th of November. Okay, 26th of November 1949. So it was 26th of November 1949 when the constitution was enacted, and it was enforced on 26th of January 1950 when we celebrate our Republic Day. So basically our constitution was ready on this particular date, 26th of November 1949, and it was ready for enactment, and the constitution assembly members, they signed it, and then it was enacted on this particular date. Now on 26th November, every year on 26th November we celebrate Constitution Day, Samvidhan Divas, because on this day the constitution was ready and it was enacted. But then 26th January, this date also is very much historical in the modern Indian history, because we all know that in 1930, 26th January 1930, we celebrated it as a basically our Independence Day. So अगर 15 अगस्त को हमें आज़ादी नहीं मिली होती तो we would have been celebrating 26th January as our Independence Day. But fortunately or unfortunately, we got independence on 15th of August, and then our forefathers, our freedom struggle thought that let's celebrate 26th January as the Republic Day. Okay, so that is why the Constitution was enforced on 26th of January 1950, but it was enacted on 26th of November 1949. So that is why the first statement is wrong. It was enacted on 26th November 1949. Then the second statement says that all of the provisions enshrined in the Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950 only. Now this is wrong because some provisions of the Constitution came into effect on 26th November 1949 itself, and there were some provisions or the large part of the Constitution, it was effected from 26th of January 1950. Okay, so in this way this statement also becomes wrong. So our answer will be both 1 and 2, because here we are asked not correct. So both the statements are not correct, and that is why the answer will be C, that is both 1 and 2. So the date is very important here, which is mentioned in the preamble, 26th November 1949, and why 26th January was chosen as Republic Day. Now question number 3, which of the following terms were added to the preamble by 42nd Amendment to the Constitution of India? 42nd Amendment, very famous amendment, that is also known as mini constitution, because it amended constitution in a very significant manner. Okay, that it is also known as mini constitution. So 42nd amendment 1976 में ये amendment किया गया था, and the preamble was also amended, and 3 words were added to the preamble, that is socialist, secular and integrity. Now this is fairly simple, but in the real exam you can get confused because the options will be given in such a manner to confuse you. Socialist, secular, unity, democratic, integrity, unity. So all the options will be given. Okay, you will see integrity here, integrity here, integrity here. So jaldbaji mein you can make mistake, but this is a very simple question. So the correct answer here will be anyways socialist, secular and integrity. So this is the correct answer. Then question number 4, the preamble to the Constitution of India enshrines various values of justice, equality, liberty and fraternity. Which of the following is not one of the values mentioned in the preamble? Again, that type of question where you are asked ki which of the following values is not mentioned in the preamble, because preamble is a very value loaded text. It contains a lot of terms: sovereign, socialist, secular, integrity, fraternity, democratic, justice. So all these words are very important. Their meanings, what do they mean, and what significance they hold with respect to Indian polity, society, all these things are important. So here we have to tell that which of the following is not one of the values which is mentioned in the preamble. So the options given are liberty of worship. Now it is simply mentioned in the preamble. Liberty of thought, expression, faith, belief, worship, all these things are mentioned. Okay, so this is not our answer. Economic justice, yes, justice, social, economic and political. So this is also mentioned. Equality of opportunity, yes, it is also mentioned. Equality of status and of opportunity. The last option, economic liberty, this is not mentioned. We already learned that liberty of thought, liberty of expression, liberty of faith, liberty of belief and liberty of worship. These 5 kind of liberties are mentioned in the preamble. There is no such thing called economic liberty which has been given in the preamble. Yes, economic justice has been mentioned, but economic liberty has not been mentioned. So the correct answer here will be D, that is economic liberty. That is not one of the values mentioned in the preamble. Then question number 5, which of the following statements are not correct with respect to the preamble? Again we have to tell not correct. See, this is also very important to note in the exam, that wherever it is written not correct, then it becomes quite tricky to select the answers, especially when there are 3-4 statements. Okay, because you select the incorrect statement, then again you have to select here that okay, what codes have been given here. So such type of questions have to be tackled quite in a very cautious manner in the exam. because not correct, first you have to select here, then you have to mark here. Okay, so please underline it, not correct. ध्यान से सोच लो कि not correct choose करना है, and then choose the right code from the here. Okay, so here the statements given are: preamble is not a part of the Constitution of India. So preamble is not a part of the Constitution of India. See, preamble is a part of the Constitution of India. This statement is wrong. Preamble is definitely a part of the Constitution of India. Basically, in Keshwananda Bharti case, the famous case in which the Supreme Court of India pronounced that preamble is a part of the Constitution of India. Earlier in Berubari Union case, another important case, and it is also related to 100th constitutional amendment. 100 number is very important. So this Berubari Union case, Supreme Court of India gave the judgment that preamble is not a part of the Constitution of India. But in Keshwananda Bharti case later on, it reversed its own judgment and it declared that preamble is definitely a part of the Constitution of India. So this statement is incorrect, not correct. Okay. And then the second statement, the Parliament of India cannot amend any provisions in the preamble under its amending powers given by Article 368. Now this statement is also incorrect. अभी हमने पढ़ा 42nd Amendment, Parliament added 3 words, socialist, secular and integrity. Then how it can be correct? Okay, I mean Parliament of India can definitely amend anything written in preamble under its amending power which is given by Article 368. But any amendment of Parliament has to be within the basic structure of the Constitution. Again, a concept which was given in Keshwananda Bharti case. So here both the statements are incorrect. So answer will be C. That is both 1 and 2 are not correct here in question number 5. So these were the 5 questions with preamble. I hope this will help you to understand preamble in a very effective manner. And then here we have our preamble, the original text of preamble. You can see that how it was illuminated by Nandlal Bose, and then the calligraphy, it was written by hands. So how beautiful it looks. This is the preamble of India, the Constitution of India. We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic. So you see here, this is the original copy, and here the word socialist and secular have not been mentioned. Also the word integrity has not been mentioned here. So this is the original copy, and this is the original text of preamble.